Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Own Your Light Tarot. I'm getting ready to do your reading, your morning inspiration reading for Friday, February 25th. Woohoo! Happy Friday. Also, please consider that whenever you come across these messages, there's likely a message in it for you, especially if there's something in the title that resonates with you. Check them out anytime. They're basically for healing and growth and nothing else, okay? So, those are basically timeless. So, they're not just for breakfast anymore, okay? All right. Also, it's clear that, around the world, not everybody's going to get these messages in the morning. So it's good anytime, kind of like pizza. Okay, let's do this. What do we need to know most? I'm going to get my finger a little bit sticky for this. Okay, what do we need to know most? 3 cards, please. Oh, hope y'all are doing well today. We're gearing up. Whoop, hello. The bottom of the deck. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Nice. Okay. 2 more. Try to do these more quietly so they're not snapping in your ear. Especially if you're wearing earbuds. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Okay, you want to come out. I can see that. Wondrous universe. Walk in beauty. Interesting. Gates of triumph. Transformation. Woo! This makes sense. Solitude on the bottom of the deck. Really speaks of taking time to yourself. In silence, peace prevails. You might need to get quiet to see this or come upon this. A fresh new way of living emerges with transformation. It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes here. Big fat shift. Walking through the gates. It's like, being on one side of this cave. I know it's super bright, but going through and it's this path and it's sunny and beautiful and green on the other side. Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. It's very beautiful over there. I feel like this is coming out of, transformation is like a death and rebirth, and that death cycle is really, really uncomfortable, but you pop out the other end, going through these gates and seeing the world in a totally different way. This is not just about walk in beauty. I mean, this is a wizard here. It's got Saturn on one side and looks like a swirling, perhaps a galaxy over here. Like everything is at the palms of your hands. Everything is so much bigger than you ever imagined. Universally, waking up to that. You might be going through a full spiritual awakening, okay? It might be a little bit scary. It looks like, because on this side of the gates, it's like in a tunnel. It's kind of dark. There are these, kind of old trees going up. It's sort of going from the dark side, coming out into the light, emerging into this wondrous universe, transformed. A fresh new way of living emerges. You are emerging completely to the other side of that dark energy that you've been stuck in, whoever this is resonating for. Like I said, those dark cycles or death cycles, dark night of the soul, blah, 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 put them all together. Not easy. In silence, peace prevails. It is very much a experience of solitude, those death cycles. Oh my gosh, I'm getting stuck in everything. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's get your shadow work oracle deck. Speaking of shadows, that. What do we need to know? Okay. Whoa. Gotcha. Good. We got a different card. I got the same card 2 days in a row before. I'm like, what is going on? Boundaries. Develop healthy boundaries to make sure you are emotionally and mentally stable. It's okay to say no. Absolutely. And that can be part of a transformation too, is developing those healthy boundaries. When we hit rock bottom, it seems like that's what shoves us into these death cycles. And, personally, I can speak from personal experience. Before I went through my awakening and my death cycle, there's been multiple, but the big one, I was a yes person. I was a pleaser. And, that pulled me into narcissistic or toxic relationships, and coming out of that on the other side, much stronger. I spoke about a bit before about holding your ground with peace. Boundaries don't have to be aggressive in any way. It can just be holding your ground in a steady, no, this doesn't work for me. Okay. You can still be kind and have strong boundaries at the same time. In fact, it is absolutely necessary for both. For your own stability. If it doesn't feel right, I mean, always listen to your inner voice. It's like, what do you want? If you want to say no, say no. It's not aligning with you. You know, oftentimes we're like, I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. And you're like, okay. That's it's a breach of your own, what am I trying to say? Happy Friday. What am I trying to say? You are betraying yourself. Yeah. Big words today. Big words. Betray. And betraying yourself. Okay. And that is like one of the worst betrayals, honestly. You have to be able to trust yourself. Know that you will do, love yourself enough to make decisions that are best for you. Okay? All right. These always make me ugly shuffle, but I thought I'd try today. It's not working. Along with my mouth. Okay. Spanking. There you go. All right. 3 from the angels. What do we need to know? It's in or out. You can't go halfway, man. Wow. I feel like, too, if you're coming out of this transformation, it's like a new world coming out the side and the other side, and learning that, okay, you know, finding your footing again in this sort of new wondrous universe. Look at that. Spiritual support. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. Surrounded by angels there. Huge awakening for somebody here. It's time. We are going through a whole nother, oh my gosh, this is coming out for three days in a row. We're going through a whole nother wave of awakenings. Like, people across the planet are awakening in different shifts, different waves. And we're in the middle of one. I believe it started with the 222 gateway. And so this is all moving right now. So this is going to should hit a number of people. Shine your light. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. And that's the whole purpose, is getting into your light. Coming from this dark and dingy, waking up, stepping into your light so you can share it with the world. And it's an exchange of light. That is the world we are heading towards. But the darkness has to get purged first, right? Transformation, not just for you, but for the whole stinking planet. Okay. You are supported, thou always. Remember that. Take a step back. That was on the bottom yesterday. 11, accept yourself. Let's see. Take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. Yeah. And that too, you know, what's not serving me, those healthy boundaries, learning to say no. You can take that step back. This isn't good for me. This doesn't feel right to me. Listening to your inner being, your inner guidance. You'll know if you tap in. It's not like, oh, I'm afraid of what they're thinking of me. That's all ego. It's like, what feels best for me? What's going to, you know, what feels right? And really, you know, sticking to that, that won't steer you wrong. But when you feel like, oh, if I don't do this, they'll be mad at me, or if I don't do, you know, that's manipulation on their side, whether they're meaning to do it or not. But it's up to you to hold your boundaries. Body care. Some of this, these shifts can be really difficult and sort of open us up to not really taking the best care of ourselves. And it can even be, you know, the dark night of the soul can be very depressing. It can be heavy energy. It's really tough because we've got to purge it. But if you aren't drinking plenty of water, trying to eat clean food, taking care of yourself, it's really important, because if your body is staying dense and heavy and down, it's hard to hold enough light to raise yourself up. Okay, so that's part of the transformation. So for somebody, it's really important to kind of go lighter on the alcohol, lighter on the junk food, if that's a thing for you. You know, make healthy choices. Okay, 2 more. It'll make the process easier. Whoop. Harmony. Yeah, all about balance. Finding that sweet spot almost in the in your world where things feel balanced. But it feels like it's coming, because this definitely feels like this progression of being in a heavy space and going to light. Boy, these cards are really not wanting to talk. feel like, you know, part of that dark night of the soul is just hermiting. And it's like, these have really not been wanting to talk. They're wanting to go everywhere or not talk. Okay. One more. Please and thank you. Oh my gosh. Surrender and release. Yeah. Retreat. Absolutely. It's all about letting go. Letting go of the old ways of thinking, old ways of being. Perhaps, you know, going through this transformation, it's easy to go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what's happening to me? I don't know. And like holding on to what's comfortable, but what's comfortable isn't always what's healthy. Okay, so surrender and release, trusting that you are being carried, that the divine has your back. Take care of you. Surrender and release the rest. Just focus on your self-care, body care. Focus on staying balanced from within, harmony, and let go of the rest. And trust that you are being guided exactly where you need to go. Spiritual support. They've got your back. So if you're feeling really alone, a little bit scared even going through this transformation, you're never alone. Never. Never. You've got guides, angels. Give them permission to help you. They need permission most of the time. There are some instances where they can step in, but in general, with your growth and everything, you got to ask. Let's get an affirmation. It's like they're waiting, you know, just to help. Waiting, standing by. Let's see. As I learn to love myself, I become powerful. Yeah. I do not need to wait until I become perfect before I love myself. Loving myself is the quickest way to create a wonderful wife, to create a wonderful life. So I'll read it again because of my my goofiness. I do not need to wait until I become perfect before I love myself. Loving myself is the quickest way to create a wonderful life. Success expands in your life. Walk in beauty. Okay, a fresh new way of living emerges. Loving yourself, body care, harmony, self-care, shining your light, accepting that support from the angels. Releasing what doesn't serve, firm boundaries for yourself. This speaks of empowerment and having the faith and the trust to just completely give the rest away. You know, give it away to God, angels, spirit, Jesus, whoever you know, anybody else that you are connected to. Okay. I love these mindful messages. And I did, hey, that was quick. And I did bring my glasses today. Learning curve. Hello. Okay. Mindful messages. Play. Awesome. I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. It's all about being present. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Oh my gosh. Especially when it's talking about work. You know, this is huge, huge, huge internal work. But, you know, coming out the other side into that golden, you know, that golden sun. And look at this wondrous universe, walk in beauty. It's like it's almost like he's playing with Saturn and the, you know, the stars and everything. This might be a very, very difficult time. But again, you know, get present and call it play instead of work. Know that you are stepping into a space of really being able to play with co-creating with the universe. Even Abraham Hicks says, you know, something about that. It's about, you know, that the universe is willing to play with you at any given moment. It's up to us to step into that. Okay, so it's like, oh my gosh, this, you know, dark night of the soul or transformation can be a lot of work. It's, you know, that's why they call it dark night of the soul, or you're hermiting, going within, doing that internal work. Look at it as, you know, growth. It might not be fun, but see it as like, oh my gosh, I'm really beginning to learn how to play with the universe and get what it is I need. As far as manifestations and just getting into that space of self-love instead of, really being, we've been so hard on ourselves and negative, really getting into that space of, as I learn to love myself, I become powerful. Okay. It's the quickest way to create a wonderful wife, a wonderful life. Okay. All right. My Friday mouth. Oh my gosh. The more tired I get, by the end of the week, I'm like, nah, nah, nah. Okay. I hope that resonated with you guys. Please let me know. There's a lot of people going through this transformation at this time. So I love hearing from you as well. And I'm here to help in any way that I can also. So I love interacting with you and helping if I can. All right. So as always, I'm wishing you much love and light. You guys have a wonderful weekend and you take care. Mwah. Take care. Bye.